Hello. I am back with my second attempt at my Pokemon Sun Nuzlocke. First attempt ended very early on in the trainer's school. So that's unfortunate, but I think that this will go better. But before that, basically the first, if you don't know, the first run ended in the trainer's school when, so the fight with the Magnemite and the Meowth completely just destroyed my team. So I'm gonna try to get past that fight this time. But yeah, I've at least learned to come prepared for the run. So I could easily just try again with just the same tactic as before, but maybe I do something new. So yeah. So this is gonna be a while, as I have to do everything over again. Hopefully this run has more luck. I'm going to choose a different name just to differentiate both of the runs, since it's because I don't want people to think that this might be the same run. So somehow if I end up with the same Pokemon, if like that happens, which for the early game it might, just because of like how this game works, I'm going to change up my name and probably also choose a different passport photo. Let's just go with that, or maybe we'll choose a different passport photo maybe, just to really differentiate runs. Maybe I don't actually, maybe I'll just choose the original and just hope that, so I'm going to do a different name though, so that it's more obvious that this is a different run. And no, I'm not going to do my real name, as that is private information, and no one can know that, really. Anyway, yeah, this is a very long intro, so it's gonna be a while. So yeah, while this is playing, I guess I'll just catch everyone up. So my original run, I started with Poplio, which I named Sectonia, and I got a Pick-a-Peck and a Magnemite, which I thought Magnemite would make this easier. Apparently not. Now my question is, should I start with a new starter? But that'll make some fights harder, some fights easier. My three options are what? Decidueye. So the first thing is that I can do Rowless, the grass flying type, or eventually Grass Ghost with Decidueye. I can do Poplio, which evolves into a water fairy type with Primarina, and I can do Litten, who evolves into a fire dark type with Incineroar. So good choices all around, fairly powerful, but Litten is probably good for like early game, but not so much for late game. It'll definitely help with that fight though. Maybe I choose Litten this time. That Magnemite went down pretty easy with Poplio. Rowlet takes neutral damage instead of super effective damage. Maybe I choose Rowlet just because of its power, but Leaf Leech is a physical move, so maybe not. Poplio is the best starter though, so I'm confused at this point. Because, I mean, what? Poplio's not a bad starter. Like, it's the best one, probably. I think Poplio's the best starter in the game. That's no hate to the other starters. I think they're both very good. I mean, Gen 3 and Gen 7 have my favorite starters, to be completely honest. Gen 8 and Gen 9 starters could be better. Meowscarada is fine. The fire one is fine, and the water one is just Gen 8 starters are just bad. I hate Rillaboom. I don't like any of them from Gen 8 on, so yeah. Just a little bit sad because I do like a lot of these starters. Gen 1 starters are odd, that's for sure. I mean, let's think. I mean, Charizard is not that good at all. It's very overrated. Blastoise is fine. And, what? Venusaur is good in the early game, but bad anytime else. In Red and Blue. I mean, if you're playing Red and Green, which, why would you be playing Red and Green? I have no clue. Unless you're in Japan. I guess then, yeah, no, Red and Green would make sense if you're in Japan, yeah. But at that point, play Blue or Yellow, but I guess Blastoise should be best starter in Red and Green because Blizzard is something that I can learn. And Blizzard in Red and Green has 90 accuracy, which is kind of insane. And 30% freeze chance, which, I mean, it's Blastoise is by far the best one if you're playing Red and Green. Like, Blizzard is no joke at all. But, I am not playing Red and Green. So, yeah. Blizzard is not that great of a move in a nuzlocke. I mean, it's powerful, yeah, but it's only 75 accuracy. So missing could be the difference between a finished and a unfinished nuzlocke. I also need to be sure that I choose the right starter, because if I choose Rowlet, then Kukui has Incineroar. If I choose Poplio, he has Decidueye, and if I choose Litten, he'll have Primarina, and I do not want him having Primarina. I don't want Hal having Primarina either. I think it's best if I choose Poplio, just so that I eliminate the chances of either one of them having Primarina, especially since the last few Hal fights can actually be a bit of a challenge, and the champion kind of sucks, since Kukui is pretty good. Like, Kukui is not that great of a champion, but he's definitely a run killer. I mean, what? His team is like a Snorlax, the super effective starter, so whatever you don't choose. So basically, whatever How doesn't have, he has. And whatever you don't have, he has. So basically, he'll have your weakness, basically. Which I always thought Incineroar would be bad because it's weak to Fairy, but apparently, Fairy is not super effective against Fire, which That was a surprise to me. I thought that it just did neutral damage to fire types. Apparently not. Jeez. I might just cut out this part. If I have to reset over and over again, I might just start the video where I get the starter, because apparently I really underestimated how long this can be. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna cut out literally everything up until I get the starter next time. Cause clearly this takes a long while to just get a starter. Jeez. What, like there's... It's like a 40-minute intro. Okay, my goal for this one is just to get to Illima at this point. Like, try to get past the trainer school and to Illima's fight without too much happening. I really don't want to lose anyone. My main issue is if Kukui has Primarina, that's not going to be good. So I'm definitely not choosing Litten. Just because of just the insane power of Primarina. Maybe I'd best choose Rowlet. But that means Hal has Primarina, which... His first two fights aren't that bad because, well, Primarina's just not a problem yet. But by the time that Primarina becomes a problem... especially since... But I won't be weak, but Primarina's going to be weak to electric type attacks, which does mean that there's going to be a bit of a problem with that. And Rowlet is good against, if it's wishy-washy in this game, which I think it is, the water trial, whereas Popplio might actually be the best choice for the Ultra Games water trial because of the bug typing. Right, because it's Dupiter, or not Dupiter, Araquanid in the Ultra Games, so I don't know how much I have to worry about choosing Popplio, because I'm not probably going to use it for the grass trial. If that's Totem Lurantis, it should be annoying as all heck, because I tend to lose a lot during Totem Lurantis. It's not even like during Nuzlocke, I mean, I just in general lose. A lot of Pokemon faint during Totem Lurantis, so if that's the totem in this game, I am so dead. Especially since Totem Lurantis is powerful. It's an elite, I mean, like, it's a Lurantis before level 25. And, that's gonna suck if it's Totem Lurantis in this game. I'm not 100% certain it's Lurantis in this game, but if it is, that is gonna suck. I guess I'll just have to see if it is or isn't, because I'll be very, very worried if it's Lurantis in this game, because I definitely don't want to choose. I definitely want to choose something that'll be good against the most trials. So Litten, absolutely not. I know that Popplio is probably the best starter, but the electric trial is probably gonna suck. I could do Rowlet, but that's just Rowlet. Which, I mean, Rowlet's a great Pokemon and all, it's just, I don't know. Definitely good because of the first, grand trial being Kahunahala, which he can be a problem. But for his second fight, I'll probably have a Primarina by then, or at least, something that can fight him. His first fight, having a flying type is great. But, at that point I should have, a Trumbeak, right? Okay. So, I'm gonna probably train up a little bit more than last time, because of what happened last time. I lost to a Magnemite, basically. Like, Meowth was a problem, but Magnemite was just stupid. Like, it did so much damage. Like Meowth was fine if it just didn't do so much. It literally Meowth really kind of was the issue, but her Meowth wasn't half as bad as her Magnemite, which literally basically took out Popplio single-handedly. I mean, sure, okay, Meowth technically did the rest of my team with both my Magnemite that I named DDD and Pick-a-Peck, but it also took out Popplio, but still, it basically single-handedly she basically just wiped out my whole team now. She totally wiped out my whole team. So, I'm just trying to get further than the trainer school this time. That's it. That is what I am attempting to do. Just get past the trainer school. Why? Okay, I'm gonna choose Rowlet this time, maybe. Maybe that's what I was missing. Maybe it was a Rowlet. Maybe that's what I was just, like, failing at. Was not choosing Rowlet. I mean, it's like you know what, I'm just gonna do Popplio again this time since it's my favorite starter. I mean, what? I'm just not allowed to use items and one Pokemon per route. No items, one Pokemon per route. Shouldn't be too bad, right? Always try again. Don't give up. No, if I lose twice to the same battle, I'm probably gonna choose Rowlet. But Litten it's not, like, Litten's not bad. Like, it's a good Pokemon. Its issue is that it's not good against most of the things in the game. Litten's issue is that by the time of Mount Lanakila, it's almost completely pointless to have it. And before Mount Lanakila, it has no purpose, basically. Almost all of the trials it's weak to. I say almost, and for the trials that it's not weak to, it's just too late. Like, the grass trial is just too late in the game. So the water, oh, and one more rule, I am allowed to get a second attempt at trials, or not a second attempt at trials, but a second, I'm allowed to get an encounter once I finish the trial. So I'm allowed to go into the water, like, if I finish the water trial, I'm allowed to, use Lapras and find, say, a Wishy-Washy or something. Oh, and also, no QR codes. That should be pretty obvious, so no cheating with Magearna. I mean, there's no real way to get Magearna before the post-game. Unless you trade, which I'm not going to be allowing myself to do. So if I get a Ghastly, I'm stuck with a Haunter for the entire game. Or if I get like a Machoke, I'm stuck with just a Machoke. Which, not great, but it's just to make it more fair. Scizor is going to I did not nickname Popplio, did I? I didn't nickname Popplio. I did not nickname Popplio. It's fine. I'll keep Poplio, but other than that, I'll nickname every single Pokemon. Alright, I didn't nickname it worse. Okay, I didn't nickname it like A. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna reset and just nickname Poplio this time. I'm not gonna like do a full-on reset of like just like the whole game. I'm just gonna reset just to get Poplio because I mean this has gone on for 20 minutes. Oh, I saved right after getting Poplio. Okay. Okay, that's not good. That's not good. Okay. You can't nickname them until I find a name raider. Okay, you know what? It's fine. I'll just keep Poplio. It's fine. I'll just make one exception to the nicknaming rule. My only requirement is that when I can, find a name raider and nickname it again. Or nickname it. Since, of course. So, yeah, that's the only thing. I'm just gonna have to find a name raider, so, whatever. That's my only requirement. That I just find a name raider at some point. Nickname it. Otherwise, anything I don't nickname, I will box. You can't lose this first battle, so I will just... Unless a really, really unlucky critical hit happens, then my nuzlocke will be over if a really, really unlucky critical hit happens. Because I don't think you can actually struggle. I don't think like you can survive. I don't think that you can survive long enough to have your opponent struggle. Like, unless a really, really unlucky burn or critical hit happens, I do not think you can lose this at all. Great, Lynn's faster. Don't love that. But hey, I mean, I have a speed raising nature, so not the worst, but it also lowers defense, so it's kind of a win-lose situation, because while speed is definitely great, I would also like to have a little bit more defense, preferably. I would prefer to have a better nature, but it's a nuzlocke. I should be fine. Famous last words, but still. Famous last words aside, it's Pokemon Sun Nuzlocke. I should be fine as long as I don't do anything too stupid, or if the freaking crit doesn't kill me instantly. I should be mostly okay, as long as a stupid crit doesn't happen. I should be fine. Like, there's not much that can go wrong in a Nuzlocke. Except for random critical hits, underestimating levels, doing the completely stupid move, choosing a bad starter, and a lot of other things that could possibly go wrong. There isn't much that could happen, right? I'm fine. I mean, it's just a Poplio. I mean, I'm fine, yeah, it's fine, it's great, it's just freaking amazing, like, this is all great. It's absolutely adorable. Poplio is freaking adorable. Love it. It's absolutely the cutest thing ever. Nana-Lola and Meowth. I hate you, Meowth. You're the reason I died the last run. Because I didn't know that Steel was no longer resistant to freaking Dark. How the heck did, like, wait, I thought Steel was always resistant to Dark. I remember, because it was in Gen 3, right? Because, like, I think, like, wasn't Steel, like, always resistant to Dark? Like, I feel like that was, like, a normal thing. Like, is it not? Was it never a thing? That, like, I remember, like, Metagross taking neutral damage from, like, Bite and Crunch. Oh well. Oh well. Anyway, time for the first, catching tutorial thing or whatever. Who cares? This is gonna be long, isn't it? I mean, the catching tutorial isn't the hardest thing ever. It would be very funny if Kukui was just able to find a shiny Pick-a-Peck. That would be so sad. I mean, hey, you never know. Maybe he can. No, he can't. He cannot. Like, he can't, sadly. He can't find a shiny Pick-a-Peck. It's just not in his programming. That Pick-a-Peck will always be the same. Is Toucanon on his team? Is Toucanon on his final team? I have no clue. I know he has a lightning lock. That's something dangerous. I know that he has a whatever starter he didn't pick, and how didn't pick. So the one that's super effective against you. And I know he has a Snorlax. Don't know if he has a Toucanon. Unsure of that. But knowing the Elite Four, he probably doesn't, because I know that the fourth Elite Four member does. The flying type one. I know she definitely has a Toucanon. Unless they changed it mid-generation. Unless they changed it, like, mid-generation, I don't... Okay, well, okay, they did actually change it mid-generation because Hala. Yeah, I never really got why Hala was part of the original Elite Four. Like, it's not the worst choice, but it just makes very little sense. I should probably mention that this is a nuzlocke, if I haven't already, because I feel like I have not. Can you really just not get an... What the heck? You can't get an encounter unless you go into the center of the grass? Seriously? Huh. Please? Okay, I guess not. Okay, yeah, no, it's unavoidable. It's unavoidable. You just have to get a Pick-a-Peck? There's a whole Shiny's Claws and Duke's Claws and everything. As per usual. First Nuzlocke rule stuff, yay woo. I think that it's a constant catch in this game, though. I don't think you... I think it's a 100% catch rate in this route. I think this route is the only one with a 100% catch rate, right? Or at least the first Pokemon, the Pick-a-Peck. Is Pick-a-Peck the only thing you can get in your first route? I think it is. Which, Pick-a-Peck isn't the worst, but... I mean, it's Pick-a-Peck. It's about... So, it's about as, I mean, it's a... yeah. I mean... Like, I mean, it's not exactly the, it's not exactly the, meaning of power. Like, I mean, like, you're gonna find very, very minimal power in Pick-a-Peck. Oh, and I count the trainer school as a different route, so I know it's technically still Route 1, but still. You can sue me. I don't care. Well, me probably don't sue me. I mean, that's kind of rude. But, yeah, I mean, it's technically the first route, but I don't care. Why does Ladybug have that slight orange hue? I never get that. That's like a weird thing. I feel like it should always be darker red. Why am I getting all the... Why am I getting this rare encounter? it's not a rare encounter, it's just a rare encounter. Try to get to level 8 before the first house fight or second house fight. I'm kind of unsure what to call it. Is it the first house fight because it's the first fight you can actually like lose? Well, you can lose fights as soon as the first trainer, but just by definition, it's just gonna be very difficult. I mean, first doesn't always spell out hard. Like, first does not spell out difficult. Anyway, I might as well worry about Pick-a-Peck later, since I'm really gonna worry about Pick-a-Peck more when it comes to the actual EXP share. I'm calling them by their, like, non-nickname names because I want, like, people to be able to, like, know that this is specifically, like, what the Pokemon I'm worrying about or talking about is. Because, well, yes, I could call them by their nicknames. People will have to probably keep those in mind, and I don't want it that difficult. I just want to have it be able to just be kind of a thing. So, Pick-a-Peck, I'm gonna refer to, like, the Pokemon as their actual names. So, if you're wondering why I'm not saying their nickname, it's to minimize confusion amongst people, so that they know that this is that. So I'm probably going to stop right after the second house fight, and just cut it off today, because it's just the first house fight, second house fight. I don't know if it's the, I always call it the first house fight, because it's technically, like, kind of is the first one, I guess. Like, it's a weird kind of, like, technicality, I guess. Like, it's sort of the first... Okay, I'm just gonna fight you. What do you have? I don't remember. It's sort of the first fight. Is it? Do people call it the first or second house fight? Because I don't really count the first fight as against house. It's really easy. Like, particularly easy. As in, you literally can't lose easy unless you get a really, really unlucky critical hit. Like, 4 times in a row. Or a burn. I guess if you got a burn, you could actually lose, yeah. I guess if it burned you. But that would require that you've chosen Poplio. Which, conveniently, I don't think it can be burned. I don't think water types can be burned in this game. Or is it fire types that can be burned? I know at least one type has the inability to get a burn. Something tells me it might be the water type, but it might actually be the fire type. I am unsure. I know electric types can't be paralyzed. I know that poison types can't be poisoned, and nor can steel types, but that's just because steel types are immune to poison, so... Well, okay. There's a big asterisk next to all of these types can't be blood. Because I believe steel types can be poisoned through Poison Point, and I believe that electric types can be paralyzed through Static, and fire type burned through the fire version of those. And I think all types except for ice can be frozen. I don't even know that though. I think that all types, even ice, can actually be frozen. Freeze is not as bad as it was in like Gen 1, but it's pretty bad. I really don't want Sleep or Freeze. Those are basic free turns for the enemy. Sadly. So Freeze is bad because it's free turns. Sleep is bad because it's free turns. So unless I get really an early bird Pokemon, which don't know what Pokemon have it. It's like not actually all that many birds. Like not all that many flying types actually get early bird. I think it's like only a couple of Pokemon that are non-flying, that are flying really actually get it. Like some birds do, but I don't know what types do get it. Sadly, things like Snorlax I don't believe can have early bird, and I don't even know how to get Snorlax in this game. I don't even know how to get a Munchlax in this game. I feel like it's not even in this game. Something tells me that it's not in this game. That Munchlax might just not be in the game. Oh, please do not paralyze. Please do not paralyze. Please do not paralyze. Please do not paralyze. Thank you. Okay. I'm not really using physical attacks, so I should be okay for this fight then. Right. It's only Litten left, so yeah, I should be okay. Sadly, it's not. Oh, what the heck? How fast is Litten? Oh. Before Gen 4, was it? Like, what? Every type could be every status? Technically, but I think it was like Gen 4 that stopped the whole any type can be status. Litten I'm not choosing mostly because A, I'm not alone, like, reading or anything, and I don't even think that Incineroar can get Intimidate in this generation. I think it's Gen 8 when Incineroar finally got a really good ability in Intimidate. Because Blaze, Torrent, and Overgrow are good. Not in the Nuzlocke. Okay, in a Nuzlocke it's a little bit weird because, like, most of time you're, like, in a Nuzlocke, it's probably best to not have, like, Blaze, Overgrow, or Torrent. But honestly, the worst abilities in a Nuzlocke is, there are two very niche abilities, Truant and, Slow Start, which only one Pokemon has Slow Start, and two Pokemon have Truant, and those two Pokemon that have Truant are Durant, which doesn't even evolve, and has, in general, like, another ability you can have, and Slacking, which is horrible, and I don't even think we got in this generation. Like, I don't even know if Slacking's available in this generation, so I'm pretty sure Durant is, but I'm not going to be using Durant. Like, it's, like, what is it? It's a Steel Bug type or Rock Bug type? One of those two. And it's just not that good. It's got, like, too many weaknesses, and its possibility of having Truant is absolutely just horrible. I don't know that even if I ran into it, I would want to use it. Oh well. I'm just gonna save and end for now. This is my second attempt at Pokemon Sun's Nuzlocke. Thanks for watching. See ya. Bye.